Hey guys, it's Noah here from iHollywood TV. We'll have the chance to speak with the one and only Ryan Eggold once again. I love him so much. He is always a whole lot of fun, just a blast to speak with. And we talked about New Amsterdam, his hit show on NBC. The first 2 seasons are now streaming on NBC's streaming service, Peacock. And it was just a whole lot of fun. We taped this a little while ago, but I wanted to show it to you guys today. Take a look. Our next guest is playing Dr. Max Goodwin on NBC's hit series New Amsterdam. Now you can catch the first 2 seasons streaming for free on NBC Universal's new streaming service, Peacock. Ryan Eggold joins us this morning to chat more about the show. But Ryan, take us back to the beginning and what fans can relive from your charming character, Dr. Max Goodwin.
Sure. Well, yeah, the season 1 and 2 are on Peacock now, and it's a good time to binge because we all have plenty of time on our hands these days. Yeah. And you know, there's often I think at the end of the day, it's an uplifting show. It's often difficult and heartbreaking and those things, but I think really at the end of the day, hope is the message, and it's really a fun show. It's you know, particularly relatable at the moment and particularly relevant in terms of reflecting on our healthcare workers, our nurses, our doctors, and everybody that tries to keep us safe and healthy and have been doing an amazing job in life, always, but particularly lately. And so it's nice to be on a show that tells their story.
Absolutely. Indeed. Now, you know, from the first 2 seasons that are available on Peacock, Ryan, you know, which episode in particular are you eager for the fans to be able to catch and rewatch again?
My goodness, there's a lot of great episodes, moments, storylines, characters. Gosh, I don't know where to begin. I mean, honestly, the pilot is a good place to start. It was a great first episode. You know, it's got a ton of pace to it, and it moves, and it's a lot of real genuine characters, and the cast is great. I love all these other actors, and the writers do an amazing job of writing all these stories and moments that are reflective of life. So you know, there's a ton of stuff. I mean, I don't know where to begin. There's an episode about race and policing, and a bullet that strikes 2 children that goes through one and hits another, which is a particularly incredible episode, particularly given the context of everything happening now with Black Lives Matter and things. It's an episode written by Erica Green, and it's an incredible episode. But there's a lot of episodes that deal with relevant social issues and things that are happening. So check it out. There is a lot to look forward to in season 3 because so much has happened in the world, and you know, not only is there a global pandemic, but there are so many repercussions of the pandemic and the way that we are trying to fight it, i.e. quarantine and things, in terms of poverty, homelessness going up, which then affect people's health, increased depression, suicide. I mean, there's really crazy stuff happening. And sorry, anybody who was tuning into this episode to have a good time just got so bummed out. But there are so many things to discuss and to reflect on the show. And I hope that we can do it with a bit of grace, with a bit of humor, even at times, and some brevity, because Lord knows we need that right now. But also there's a lot of drama to get into.
Ryan, it is always a pleasure to get to speak with you. You were so much fun, and like I think we did say last time, hopefully we'll get to do this in person. Maybe, you know what, maybe one day NBC will be so graciously and they'll let me come on set and I'll get to meet you someday when you guys film the next season. I would love to come meet you in the cast because you are just such a bright light, and it is always so much fun to get to speak with you. Thank you for your time, and thank you for doing this, and everyone can catch the first 2 seasons of New Amsterdam streaming now for free on Peacock. Thank you.
Thanks. Pleasure. Thanks for having me.